Hey everybody, it's Kevin, known as Metal War God, and I'm doing the red response into Darcy's 6-string, 2 albums from 4 bands, and that nobody really has seen much on the VC or any of the videos. And I actually I'm going to do 2 videos. One with CDs and then the other one with vinyl, so you get a double whammy, I guess. So anyway, before I start, this is what we're playing right here. Some Uriah Heep Conquest. Just recently got that. Let me do something here. I need more light, I think. Anyway, so let's get this started here. First up, rarely ever see anybody ever show this band. I love this band from the first time I heard it, and it was on, I'm trying to think of the song. Oh, I can't think of it. Shame, that's the song. I used to do CD trading back in the late 90s, early 2000s. It's kind of like the tape trading of the 70s or the 80s. We would have a list up, and then you'd go through our list and pick something that the other person didn't have, and then we would burn it for them, and then in return we'd do the same. Pick CDs from his list and then return them and send CDRs. Anyway, one of these bands was some Pink Cream 69, and this was the first one that I actually got, which is called Electrified, and the song Shame. Of course, I believe this is with David Redman, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is David Redman. I actually have 2 different covers of this. This one does not have bonus tracks, where this one does. This was actually released in 2005. So I picked up these 2 Pink Cream 69 Electrifieds. And then one of the earlier albums from 93. A lot of the early stuff was hard to find, and it's pretty expensive. I got lucky and I found this is one of their first albums, Pink Cream 69, Games People Play. And of course, I love Pink Cream. It's just some killer hard rock, not very metal at all, more just killer hard rock. Let me see here. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Andy Darcy was in Pink Cream in the early years, and of course then Andy Darcy went on to Halloween, and he's been with them ever since. David Redman came into Pink Cream after Andy Darcy left. So anyway, here's some Pink Cream 69. I never see anything on this band whatsoever. They haven't put out an album in probably, I want to say 4 years, 5 years. I think they're working on new material. But I think the first one I got, of course, it was on the Limb label. And I'm talking about a band from Australia called Vanishing Point. Just some progressive, I call it more progressive power metal. And, well, they call it melodic progressive metal, but I think there's a lot of power influences on these, or this particular one, and this one is called Tangled in Dream. And this one actually came out in 2000 on the SPV Limb label. And then this one here came out in 99, which was called In Thought. All of their stuff is good. I mean, I really like this band. They don't do a lot of touring. They do, it's mainly over in Europe. if at all, but they do a lot of the majority of their touring over in Australia. If you like melodic progressive power metal, check these guys out, Vanishing Point. Up next, and I gotta say, I don't think I've ever seen a VCLT on this band at all. I think this band could have been bigger if it wasn't for the death of the original singer. And these guys are out of Germany, and I'm talking about Squealer. Great stuff. This album here is absolutely fantastic. I would definitely check out Squealer. I'm trying to think of the vocalist's name. God, I don't see it on here. It's going to bug me if I don't find it. I know he died in a car accident. Oh, let's see here. I can't remember who it. God, it's just going to bug me anyway. The vocalist for Squealer died tragically in a car accident many years back, and many didn't think Squealer was going to be going on what they did. It's okay, but it's just not the same because, God, I wish I could think of the vocalist. Anyway, the vocalist's voice, I think it's just going to bother me here. Henner, I believe Henner was the vocalist, I believe. Just a unique style vocals in this band. I might be wrong, but I believe it was Henner who passed away tragically. God, I want to say back in the late 2000s, maybe the early second decade of the 2000s, but this is actually made for eternity. But a great album. This one came out in 2000. So some of the early stuff from Squealer, and then up next is this album here, which is also a great album, Under the Cross, which came out in 2002. And I do believe he was still on this. Yes, Henner, he's right here. He's the one who tragically died. But like I say, the newer stuff just isn't the same. It's okay, but I prefer the earlier stuff from Squealer. Check this band out of Germany. Last two, I was in a huge kick with this band here when I first really was diving headfirst into a lot of CDs. And I'm talking about Balance of Power in this album here, Perfect Balance, with Lance King on vocals. Of course, Lance King went on to play or sing with Avian, a couple other bands. Gemini was his first band. Of course, Lance King is out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he runs Nightmare Records. This has Lance King, Pete Southern, Bill Yates, Tony Ritchie, Lionel Hicks, the classic lineup. Great stuff, just melodic power metal, and never heard Balance of Power, definitely check these guys out. And then I have Balance of Power, Book of Secrets from, let's see, what is this one here? I do not see a year on here, but I'm sure it was the early 2000s. Again, some great stuff. These guys never did any touring at all that I'm aware of. But anyway, here is two from 4, and the last one, the Balance of Power. And anyway, that is what I have. And any comments, leave them below. Otherwise, take care and have a great heavy metal day, and we'll see you next time on War Gods Videos.